How are
I'm
you?
doing good. Please excuse the background. If you hear like some type of noise, it's not gunshots. I promise it's fireworks.
Of course, it's that time of year, man. Hey, y'all. It's your captain for All Things Creative coming at you with my 2023 year in review super session with my girl, Dream from the Lean and from All Things Dream. How are you, Dream?
I'm doing good. I'm feeling very blessed. How are you?
I'm good and I'm kind of ready for 2024, but kind of not. What about you?
I'm actually excited for 2024. I feel like
Mhm.
it's like I know it's just a new year, and people, if people really wanted to start something fresh, they should start like today. But
Mhm.
something about it becoming a new year, I feel like it can be like a fresh start for like different things.
Amen. I like that idea. Fresh start. So speaking of, different things and starting, let's get into the start of our recap because we got a whole bunch of topics. And the first thing that we want to think about, when welcoming 2024 and saying goodbye to 2023 is the news, all those headlines, what went down. What was your favorite news story or headline in 2023 that you're gonna hold on to coming into 2024?
I was originally gonna say something about Krishan Rock, but I have to switch because I have to think about this year, right?
Hmm.
The Alabama Brawl, when all of my people came together as one and handled business. I have to hold on to that because that's very, very rare to happen when everyone comes together for the better good. So I definitely have to put that at my top news story.
Oh yeah, I think the Alabama brawl was really important, partly because it was just hilarious to watch the video and the memes and the jokes and everything after the fact, but it really could have went left,
Yeah.
for the people involved. But like you said, the fact that people banded together and made it so that it wasn't another, tragedy of somebody basically getting lynched in public, and you have people just swimming to the rescue, running to the
Seriously.
rescue, jumping into the rescue. That really made it a good story. So I agree. That was one of my favorites. But I think for me, I really liked Cassie winning and getting her money for her pain. Really, really, like, it was a superb way to end 2023 because I feel like Diddy has been doing a lot of things that we thought were questionable. I don't know. I grew up when Making the Band was on, and you saw him kind of hazing people, making them walk
For the
across the bridge for
cheesecake.
like, yes, for like cheesecake. And even Dave Chappelle had a skit, about him making people go get like, what was it, Ethiopian breast milk or something. And you
Hmm.
wonder, it's like, this is what he was comfortable doing to these people, just like, on live camera, making their life miserable. And just knowing what Cassie went through just from, the lawsuit and all things that were alleged, obviously, because we didn't even get to see it go to trial because it was settled so quickly. I'm just glad that she got paid for her pain because I want everybody to get back everything that was taken from them, every pain and heart that you went through. I hope that, someday we all get a chance, to just have a win after
And that
all the
one
things.
settled like literally the next day. And it's crazy
Mhm.
because, it's Diddy, P. Diddy, Puff Daddy, the guy that we held, or like society, or I guess the industry held him to a certain standard or put him on a certain pedestal. So I know
Mhm.
some people don't want to hear these type of accusations against him, but if he did these things, in which him paying seems like he did it or whatever, he needs to, well, I mean, be held accountable for his actions. But I guess if she was okay with money, then she got it.
Right? So, cheers to Cassie and everybody else getting back with the devil stole, getting their things in 2023 and 2024 and beyond, right?
Yes.
All right, so next category, da, 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 best movie. What was your favorite movie or
This
entertainment
one,
for
hmm.
2023? Yeah.
I had a little bit of difficulty on this one just because I don't know if this specific movie came out this year. My year is so like hazy.
And there is overlap. Sometimes it's come out like at the end of the year,
Hmm.
and it has an impact your
So I'm
year.
like,
So
was Ant-Man this year?
let me look it up. Hold on, I'm gonna Google real quick.
All I remember was the extended scene of the guy we shall not speak of, Jonathan Majors. But
Quantumania
if
came out in
so,
2023. Yep,
okay, boom, right there.
February 17th. So you got
There you
it.
go. That was my movie of the year just because I'm a Marvel girl
Hmm.
and that movie explained a lot, honestly, to me. And, it's supposed to help prep for the future, but we'll see how that goes. But I felt like that movie was needed. What about you?
Oh, oh, poor Jonathan Majors, man. He had a big loss at the end of the year. I feel
That
like
is
Marvel gonna
crazy.
drop him like a bad habit now, and he might be going under the
Hmm.
jail. I don't know what's
They
gonna happen to
replaced him
him.
just like they did Terrence Howard.
So just that is for the history book. Seeing him in a Marvel movie because I don't think it's gonna happen again. But you never know. So yeah, I'm a Marvel lady myself. I think the best Marvel movie in the new phase of it so far has been Black Panther,
Hmm.
Wakanda Forever. Because I love me some scenes where you see women in science, like literally that movie, I was crying just seeing the girls just
Yeah.
take over and take the lead. But I think my favorite movie of 2023 is gonna have to be Barbie. I'm like a Barbie. I'm a doll, but I
What?
still want to party.
Barbie.
Barbie was so good. Oh my gosh. I really, really think the excitement behind it, just getting dressed up. Me and my people, we dressed up in our pink, we went to go see it.
Did you play with
I,
Barbies?
of course, I played with Barbie.
Did you?
Definitely.
I didn't play with Barbies.
Yes. Oh
I
my
was a brat
gosh.
girl.
Oh, brass dolls, yes. Brass was what's up. My
I
dad
did see
tried to
Barbie.
break me. Yeah, my dad used to get me like the black dolls that were like off brand because
Mhm.
when he saw me playing with the Barbies, he's like, listen, you gotta learn to love yourself. And I was like, I love
Mhm.
myself. Everybody just playing with Barbies. But I do think that movie was just what the feminist in me needed to just remind me and I think a lot of the women who watch just what it's like to be a woman in this world, what
Mhm.
pressures are there, and it was done in a way that was fun. Like, I mean, if you have a Dua Lipa dance break, come on, like, of course it's gonna be fun. But I also am a sucker for musicals, so I
Mhm.
did appreciate them trying to stick into musical numbers with
Mhm.
Ryan Gosling and those types of things. So
And he was
I'm gonna say
hilarious as
Barbie.
Ken. I can't lie.
Hmm.
My favorite
Yes.
part of that movie was either the one scene with America. Her name's America Ferrera, right? When she
Yes,
was
yes, yes, yes.
explaining, the troubles of or the society's well, society's requirements of a woman, I guess you can say.
Mhm,
And
mhm.
also when Ken came to the real world and he realized that men hold power and he was like too excited over it.
And he's like, yo, I could have been a doctor. I could have been everything. I just didn't have a degree. I was like, actually, you're right. So yes, Barbie, they did that. I think it was great. But I do think Marvel, obviously, is just great as it is. But I hope, they figure out what they're gonna do with Kang and them people because it's a little conundrum, right?
Yes.
Are you ready for the next category?
Yeah.
Best song. We're gonna do a separate one for album after, but what song is just stuck in your head? And when you look back and you hear the song, it's gonna take you back to 2023. Because there's always a song like that. Like for me, like if I don't know, I hear Juvenile, it takes me back to 2000. Like what song will take you back to 2023 without fail?
My song of the year
Mhm.
is
Don't be ashamed.
Victoria Monet on My Mama. I put that on my
Oh,
mama. That one. Hood, I look
yes.
fly.
Oh, I look good. You can't touch my bag. You
Yes.
see
Oh my
good.
mama. Oh that song.
I
That
look
song. I can play it over and over and
good.
over and over and over, and I get tired of it.
I was just singing that song today, actually.
Hmm.
No lie.
It makes me feel good.
See, that would almost be my song, but for me, it's got to be water. Make me sweat, make me hot. And I love that, Yeah, right? I got my water bottle. If I didn't have to clear, like that
That's
has to
hilarious.
be.
That
It
song's
has to
everywhere
be
too.
exactly. And the thing is, like, I love that it's a South African sister representing no,
Hmm.
and it's just so nostalgic. I know when I hear that song, it made me feel romantic again. It made me feel like, dancing with my husband. I love that song. I
Dancing with
think
your
that's the
husband.
song. Yeah,
Something
amongst other
extra, maybe.
things, but but yes, that song is very 2023 to me, and I
Hmm. Very
I do
2023.
agree. Victor Monet too. That's a good one. Good pick. Okay, okay. All right, next category. We're sticking to music. The best album.
Album.
Not just song. I'm talking about no skips. I'm talking about you liked all of
All
what
of
the
it.
artist had to offer. Yes. What's the best album?
Album of the year, Beyonce, Renaissance. Was that this year? Or
I
was that
don't
the end
think it
of
was
last
this
year?
year. The tour was this year,
That was the end of
but
last year, right?
no, but I think people were still bumping Renaissance. Like, so that
Absolutely.
can be your
Renaissance took
album.
over this year, it took over my timeline, it took over everything. Took over everyone's bank accounts for the concert tickets.
Yeah.
Okay, wait. So if not Renaissance, who came out this year?
Well, no,
Oh,
it came out
SZA?
2022, but you're right because of the tour,
Mm-hmm.
it was on repeat. Like even honestly, getting ready, I was listening to Cuff It remix. Like,
Mm.
don't stop. And
I
the
like the song called
moment
Move. Move out the
is-
way.
Oh yeah.
I like that song.
Well, you gotta love Grace Jones. Like,
Hmm. Exactly. Grace Jones.
mm.
Yes.
There's a lot of good features on the album. And because of the movie, like I went and I saw the movie.
Hmm.
I believe it was the weekend of Thanksgiving or weekend after Thanksgiving or whatever. And I had a good time singing the songs and dancing. So
Hmm.
Renaissance, the movie definitely came out this year.
Yeah.
The tour took over the year. So I would count that, of course, of one of the albums that got us through 2023. For sure.
What about you? What is your best album of 2023?
I'm a little biased because I was recruited into the BTS army by
Hmm.
my students in the past. So when Jungkook's album Golden came out, I was all into it. So I gotta say, Golden by Jungkook. There's like no skips on the album for real.
You
Like,
said BTS? So
yes,
is he the one who made the song with Lotto?
Yes, he's the
Okay.
golden maknae. He's the youngest one in the group,
Hmm.
and his album was fire. He had the singles Seven with Lotto, like
Hmm.
you said, 3D with Jack Harlow. He came out with Standing Next to You by Himself was the next single, but then he remixed with Usher, which was like really good. And then he
Sheesh.
has songs with like Major Lazer and stuff on the album. And it's a really, really good album.
Hmm.
So that was my favorite album
I
of
haven't
the
listened to
year.
K-pop or K-pop groups, but I do know that their fan bases are very, very, very big. I saw
Oh,
that Seven song on YouTube, and the
mm,
numbers were just going millions, millions, millions within 24 hours. I'm like, oh my
mm,
goodness.
yes. So the impact is huge. A lot of the boys started their military service, so shout out to them, for serving their country and all that. But they also served the world with their singing. So the military needs to hurry and give them back because
Mhm.
we need more albums. Uh, so those are the albums. Let's see the next category. Still sticking to music. Best music video. What do you think was the
Best
best music video this
music
year?
video, I'm gonna give it to Offset for
Mm,
I'm gonna give it to him for two videos. One,
okay.
Jealousy with Cardi B, and the other one,
Mm,
FAN. I think it's just him on that one, FAN. On FAN,
mm,
he like redid a lot of Michael Jackson music videos, and then in
mm,
Jealousy, he redid Baby Boy, the movie Baby Boy.
mm.
So I think that those music videos like brought back. Remember back in the day when people used to actually care about music videos and like told a
Yeah.
story, and like I feel like this is what he did. So I'm gonna give it to Offset.
Wow. That's nice. I think Offset is having a moment, I guess, because like this alleged breakup with Cardi B. I don't know what's going on, but people are saying his new album's so good, so they're mad at him for having all this drama going on because the
Yes,
new
we're
album is
supporting
so good.
him.
So yeah. I also feel like him and Cardi B sometimes like make drama and put themselves in the press whenever their album's about to come out because I feel like they broke up 50, 11 times and they
Hmm.
always get back together, so I kind of don't believe it. And they have them kids together, so they're always gonna be like a family. So
But they're also
I don't
young.
know.
Like I don't even think they're
Hmm.
what? I don't even think they're 30 yet.
Right? So we shall
As
see.
far as breaking up, getting back together, breaking up, getting back together.
Okay, I really thought they will get us back together. I think Cardi B told her fans that she's gonna get back together with him just to like piss them off or something like that.
Hmm.
But I'm actually gonna circle back to you for my
Hmm.
favorite music video. I like the Victoria Monet on My Mama video simply for that choreography with the jacket.
Hmm. Oh,
When
like
yeah, when they're like
going
taking off
into
and
it.
on the jacket in and out. I thought it was so cool, and I love good choreography. And I felt like she has some really nice like 2000s choreography and fashion in that video that
Hmm.
just take me back. So I gotta say, on my mama, Victoria Monet, I think that was the funnest music video this year. It's like the whole package. It had the dancing, the fashion, and the little viral, jacket dance moment.
Hmm. She also
I
had
think
the
that was
original guy
it.
in there, Charlie Boy.
She did.
Hmm. When
See,
she
I
was
gotta.
dancing in the white tee, like a big white
Mm,
tee and like baggy jeans, there's one guy
mm,
that shows up on the side of her. He's a bigger guy. That's him.
mm. Oh wow! See, now I'm gonna go back and watch it. Thank you,
Yeah, it's
Kim.
gonna make you appreciate it a little bit more. Like, oh wow.
Oh yeah. See, I'm learning new things from you. See, this is why we gotta have Dream come back because she just be dropping the
Yes.
gems. All right, so we're going to the next one. This is more in our bag for the lead best reality show because we watch our reality TV. It's very entertaining genre. What was the best reality show for you this year?
For me,
Hmm.
I just got put on Married to Medicine. I just watched all the seasons. Let people say it. But I think Married to Medicine, honestly, is one of the best reality TV shows. I just got put on it
Mm.
this year and I've been so asleep. I will tell anybody if they're going to be watching reality TV to watch that show. Or watch that show. But not only watch that show, go catch me on the lean reviewing it.
Oh yeah, Married to Medicine is having a moment. It's like every episode has been good, and even outside this show, it's been getting a lot of attention for like what's going on with Dr. Jackie and her comments about, women crying wolf and stuff. So it's like
Mm-hmm.
very culturally important. And I think that's the beauty of reality TV when it literally captures what's going on, in
Mm-hmm.
society and the zeitgeist, of it all. And black
But I feel like it's
women.
also good to see like a group
Mhm,
of black people be successful, be doctors, or like be
mhm,
married to a doctor who's also like a black successful man, and to see like family dynamics with kids and like setting them up for
mhm,
college. It's just a little bit different than what we usually see on reality TV when it's
mhm,
predominantly black people. So
mhm.
I felt like it's a good like it has a balance between drama but also like some valuable lessons too.
Oh yeah, for sure. And I think just in the past, seeing how they navigated like infidelity and divorce and, you know, friendship issues, there were a lot of life lessons. And I think, especially with this, high maternal mortality rate situation that Dr. Jackie rather, spoke about with President Kamala Harris on the show. That was like a huge milestone. It was just so unfortunate that that old interview, resurfaced with her, basically saying the same things that caused the high mortality rate, saying, how black women cry wolf and they just want to get off of work. But it's like, come on, like,
Mm-hmm.
we need to have a culture where you listen to all pregnant women and you don't, downplay their symptoms. And if a pregnant woman wants to take off from work, let her. She's literally making life.
Mariah tried to
She's
tell her that one
tired. It's like,
season.
why not?
Have you watched Mary's Medicine, right?
Yes, I have.
Do you
And
remember when Mariah told Dr. Jackie like she just doesn't understand because she's never had a baby? Like I
she
know
did.
Mariah it may have came off wrong, but I agree. Like
Mhm.
that comment that she said, you're just trying to take off of work. Like clearly you just don't understand because you haven't been put into those situations.
Oh yeah. And like as someone who has, gone through a high risk pregnancy, it's like my pregnancy started off normal at first, but then literally like right at the end, my blood pressure out of nowhere just like went crazy. And I was like more times getting more heartburn, puking, all the stuff like that. It's like things change so fast. You need people, to help you and who trust you and could be like, yes, I was fine when you saw me maybe a week ago, but now, I'm freaking out. It's like you cannot be of that mindset, that Dr. Jackie was, at least she apologized, but Married Medicine is on it for exposing these things.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I would say Married Medicine is good, but I think for me, just for the fun of it, and what has been a little bit more must-watch TV lately, in the grand scheme of things, I think Vanderpump Rules
Mm-hmm.
had a big year. But I'm gonna still say Real Housewives of Beverly Hills has been really
Yes.
um the best reality show in terms of also getting to the pulse of a lot of issues. Like recently you had, that big kind of microaggression blow up between Dorit and Garcelle, where Dorit was using those words like, saying that Garcelle was attacking her and those kinds of moments, again, they're important because they show in real life what it looks like,
Mm-hmm.
when people are unaware of their privilege and they use these kind of loaded, heavily coded words, for people of color. And of course, the fun moments with like Sutton that name them. I
Mm-hmm.
think Beverly Hills has it all. Um, and it's a diverse cast, at least a little bit more diverse than, a lot of shows. So I
Yeah.
think it's one of the best. But I definitely agree that Married to Medicine is good too. What do you
Mhm.
think about Beverly Hills?
I like Beverly Hills. I feel
Mm.
like this is the. I feel like everyone's activated. To be honest, everyone is doing
Right?
their job. Dorit is actually doing. Crystal, Crystal, she's talking.
Yeah.
So everyone's doing their job. Sutton stepped up and defending herself like without crying. I don't think she's cried yet. So I think it's good. Garcelle's being her regular old self. I'm always Team Garcelle.
Right? It's
And
kind
Erica.
of
Erica's. I like Erica this season.
right. It's kind of amazing how the girls are kind of coming together without Lisa Rinna, Garcelle, Erica. All these people are able to come together and shine and be more fun and have more fun, without her. So
Mhm.
it's a lot better. So yeah, that's our reality moment. How about the best scripted show? What scripted shows have you been enjoying? And what's the best one for 2023? Mm.
I have two.
Okay.
The first one is called The Neighborhood, and it's with Cedric the Entertainer. I think it's on Paramount Plus. But and Tashina Arnold, which is the lady who played on Everybody Hates Chris, the mom, or who also
Yeah.
played on Martin, Pam. I think it's hilarious. It's like a what do you call it? A comedy scripted show. Um, and it's very like something you can watch around your family. Like it's one of those old shows. Like you can get your family together, watch it, sit down 6 o'clock, and it's okay. Other than that show, I also like Only Murders in the Building with Selena Gomez and Bo Martins. I like that show. I just started watching the season 3, which just came back out in I want to say September, because they had the strike, so they couldn't put out the episodes and
Yeah.
stuff. So the episodes just came out maybe 1 or 2 or 3 months ago. So I'm finishing up on season 3, but I think that show's really good. It's kind of like a murder mystery show.
Nice. Yeah, man. Oof, those are hard to compete with. I think for me, I end up watching a lot more shows on Netflix just because
Hmm.
Netflix has just been killing the scripted game. And this year, the main scripted show that stands out for me is One Piece. It's an anime, and of course, I'm an anime fan. We'll get into that later. But I think it's one of the best live action adaptations of a show that like I've ever seen. The heart was there, like it made me cry, even though I know the show, like I've seen the
Hmm.
anime, read the manga, but it still managed to be really good. So I think for me, One Piece live action is my favorite scripted show. I think the casting was just chef's kiss. I think it mattered, having the original creator be involved. It made it really good. So I really, really like One Piece. But if I had to choose another one, because you had two, so I'm gonna take two. I would say
K-Tune
the
2
Book of
girl.
Canaan, season 3. It came out, December, so it hasn't had as big an impact as One Piece. One Piece was like the number one show like all around the world for
Hmm.
like a
I've heard
couple
of
of
that
weeks.
one. I haven't watched it though.
Yeah, you should. It's good.
Mhm.
But Book of Canaan, I think 50 Cent is a genius. And book 3, it's definitely more about his character, Kanan, and like he tweeted just pictures of like him and his friends back in the day, and they
Mhm.
literally look like the characters in there, so you can see that it's heavily influenced, on his life, and his impact is very great. Like he's a narrator. He does the theme song, which is really good. I know Heartbreak, Setback. Like the power songs are great because of 50 Cent. So shout out to him. Have you seen any of Power?
I have not.
Oh.
I've seen, the odd thing is I haven't seen the show,
Mm.
but I know the characters and like what they look like because I've seen people post about them so much.
Oh yeah.
But no, I
Oh
haven't
yeah.
watched it. I've heard a lot of people talking about it, but I haven't
Mhm.
watched it. I don't know. I can't. I maybe I shouldn't say this out loud, but I can't get myself into watching something that 50 Cent like made. But I heard that all of them are good, but I just haven't given it a chance. But maybe I'm gonna give it a chance. You know what? January. Let me start in January. What should I start with? Should I start with? Is it like book one, book two, book three?
You could watch book 3 by itself because it's like it's a spinoff based on one of the characters in
Mhm.
Power that 50 Cent himself played. And so it starts where you really don't really have to know about the other one, but you could watch Power book 1 to just know like the chronology, but actually book 1 happens after book 3 because again, book 3 is the backstory of one of the characters.
Oh, okay, okay.
So if you really want to just like get the experience of the fans, then watch book 1 first. But if you just want to get to the best shows, I would watch book 3 first because
Hmm.
it's easier to get through, and then go back and watch book 1. Um, the Tariq show it's pretty good, but then like there's another show with just Tommy Force. I don't
Hmm.
like Force so much, I would skip that one, but definitely I think book 3 is the best, and of course book 1 started it all, so yes.
Maybe I
That's
start with
my
book three.
opinion.
I'm gonna start here and then go back, even though starting there is the beginning, right?
But book 3 in the Power universe, it's actually the beginning,
Right.
beginning. Yeah.
And then book one is or his past. Yeah.
No,
I
it
know what
sounds
you mean.
confusing.
I know what you
I'll
mean.
I'll like text you more after, but yes, so good. Shout out to 50 Cent. And I heard he's making Surviving Diddy.
Oh
Yes.
Lord. Ooh.
He's the perfect one to
I
troll
hope he
these
has no
toxic
skeletons in his closet as
people.
well, though.
Listen, I feel like 50 Cent, he is the troll for the trolls. Like if he's anybody, you know, if he's
I mean,
anybody
somebody's
to
gonna make it.
remember, yeah, it'll be to be remembered for trolling these like
Hmm.
more evil people. Because I definitely think that like he's problematic in his own way, but I do think he has a code. I think he, has certain things he won't do,
Yeah.
and
That's
he's strong enough to stand up to, the more evil people. So I'm
right.
actually rooting for him, especially with the surviving Diddy stuff
Yeah.
and with his work on Power. Like it's actually phenomenal stuff. So shout out to 50 Cent. So yes, the next category. Best anime, because I'm an anime fan over here. We talked about One Piece a little bit. That was a live action. So even though this is not a new anime, I encourage people to check out Attack on Titan. The final season came out this year, and it was all over like the New York Times and everything. They like did articles interviewing the creator because the show is such a masterpiece, and it ended. It's the end of an era. So shout out to Attack on Titan for just like having a huge impact over the years, but of course the ending caused a lot of hoopla and you know debates among the fans this year. So Dream, I'm gonna ask you, what anime, even if it didn't come out this year, because we're kind of just like going with the flow, what anime did you either discover or like this year?
I
Or
want to say discovered Attack
you
on
know what I'm talking about?
Titans.
Yes.
My boyfriend literally just got done watching it, and then he recommended it to his boys. So I feel like maybe that one, because it kind of is hard to please him whenever it comes to an anime specifically, because
Mhm.
he's not he's not an anime guy. but like it has to be really good, you know, in order to like capture his attention. He's been like stuck on it, so I probably will recommend that one.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Attack on Titan is so good.
Or Naruto, but
Man, Naruto's a classic. I think Boruto, it's either still going on or I don't know. I hope it's wrapping up. I tried to get into Boruto after, but I was only watching to see more of Naruto, so really my heart is still just like stuck with Naruto and
yeah.
Sasuke and them. But I don't know. I hope I grow to care about them other children someday, but I don't
Today
know,
ain't the day.
man. Today's not the day. I don't care about them kids. I'm like, where's Naruto? Where's
Right?
Sasuke? Where's Sakura? Like, I don't know. Maybe one day I'll care about them children, but I can't right now.
Hmm.
Any other any other shows you were saying? I feel like we talked about
For
Attack
anime?
on Titan. Yeah. Oh yeah, My Hero Academia. That's the one that you had said too.
Oh
I
yeah, yeah, yeah.
recommend that to people for 2024 if you haven't gotten into it. All right, let's see the next one. Best influencer slash internet personality this year. Somebody who gave you life. Because, we be on the internet.
Yeah. Yeah.
Who have you liked this year?
Let's see. Best internet personality. Hmm. This one's kind of hard because I don't know if I should do like someone who's known or someone who's getting started, I guess.
Up to you. It's all
Let
up
me
to you.
think, let me think. Internet personality. Oh my gosh, what is her name? I don't know her name. I think, oh my gosh, I don't know her name, but I went down this rabbit hole of this girl stuff, and every time she pops up on my timeline, I always watch it. I'm gonna name two people. I'm sorry to do this because I just thought about something. Number one is this. It's the girl who does the Kardashians like scenarios remakes. Like she acts like each one of the Kardashians, and she always
Is she
has
the
like
one
these
where
little
she tapes
paper
paper to her
nails,
finger? Yeah,
and they're
and the
always falling
paper
off.
falls off.
And then she always has like Chloe's hair like real nappy, like
Mhm.
her. And
She's
my
funny.
new fave, I can't think of his name. I wish I knew their names. Oh my gosh. It's a guy who's been teaching sign language on the social medias. You know what I'm talking
Ooh,
about?
that one I'm not sure of.
I can't think of his name. I'm gonna think of his name.
We'll put it in the comments.
Right, I'll put it in the comments for sure because I've been learning how to do some stuff. He teaches people how to do sign language, but he does like current phrases like stand on business or
Mm.
like mind your business or like bald headed this, whatever. Like he does all types of stuff. And I've been picking up on some stuff.
That's fun. I want to learn how to say that stuff.
So these people are not really that known. These are like coming up people. What about you?
Okay, for me, it's got to be Kev on stage. Shout out to
Mm.
the stage crew. Because actually, I liked him just in general. He's like Christian. He has funny shows like Here's the Thing with that chick Angel, who had a big year with her One Margarita song.
Mm-hmm.
Give me one margarita, I'm gonna open my legs, right? But what made Kev on stage kind of really shine for me this year is he started reviewing Attack on Titan.
Did it?
Yes, and his reviews are hilarious. Like literally, they have made the end of 2023 more bright, even though the sun is not out and it
Mm-hmm.
gets dark mad early. His content, especially his, Kevin anime content, is so funny. Like he literally even has a thumbnail where he has himself as a Titan, like behind the wall. It's just so
I didn't
funny.
know he reviewed them.
Yeah, so shout out to Kev on stage. Like, I want him to continue reviewing anime. And if he's listening or if any of the fans, of his could help me pressure him, I want him to do Neon Genesis Evangelion next because it's that good. So
I'm sure
yes.
if you comment
Mhm.
underneath like something, he'll like probably catch you. You know who else had a really good year,
Who?
2023? OMG, it just slipped my mind. I can't even think. Oh yeah, sorry. You know who else had a really good year, 2023?
Who?
Keith Lee.
Yes, he
He
did.
was everywhere. His food tour. He got literally. He was on the news stations. He was on the Breakfast Club. He was on everything.
He did have a good year.
And he's
But
such. He seems like a nice person, kind-hearted person, good morals, good head on his shoulders.
I know, because with all his humility, he just like, you know, wanted to try different restaurants, put them on the map. But he also ended up shaking the table of the Atlanta food scene because
Mm-hmm.
some places got exposed and did not handle it well. And I just always think, constructive criticism is good, especially if it's not coming from a bad place. You could tell that he was not coming from a bad place. Like in all his videos, he's like, if you didn't eat at these places, don't bash them, don't send them bad reviews. He's just giving his honest opinion, and he honestly saw a lot of BS. So shout out to
Mm-hmm.
him for speaking the truth, and
Yeah, shout
you
out to
know,
Keith Lee.
yeah, letting people do better. Ah, and last but not least, da da da, your heroes of the year could be a hero, an athlete. Who do you want to be? When I was growing up, people used to say, like Mike. I want to be like Mike. Who do you want to be like?
Hmm.
Or who is an inspiration going into 2024? And then, we'll close it out.
Let's
Mm,
see, 2024 hero. I don't want to be this girl, but I'm gonna be that girl. I'm gonna say
be that
Beyonce.
girl.
Beyonce's had a lot
Oh.
of criticism this year with her tour, with her movie,
Yeah.
with her blonde hair, with literally like everything. And I feel like even with recently with Trina saying Beyonce as the person who like is most influential for rap or whatever she answered the question to, but
Yeah.
and I feel like she handles it with so much grace. She
Mm,
handles her falls with so much grace. She handles everything with grace.
yeah.
And I feel like her children, the way that, well, we don't see them like in a personally, we don't really see like them in headlines or anything like that. I do know they're young, but
Mhm,
just seeing like they're how they are, like it seems like they're very respectful, very well mannered people. And I just love how she handles things. Like people talk mess about her all the time. They compare her. They're just comparing her to Sierra, saying that like just all types for what reason I don't know. But people give her so much scrutiny, and she just continues to be quiet about it, smile, and just do what she does best. You know what I mean? And I feel like she always
mhm,
comes back out on top without responding to the negative. Everyone usually
mhm,
responds to the negative. Beyonce doesn't. So I feel like I
mhm,
want to take a little bit of her spirit and not pay too much attention to the negative, but also not show too much of your personal life. Like I've noticed that a lot
mhm,
of times when people like include other people in their personal business, that's whenever they're like life kind of goes downhill. There's other people trying to interfere, like, mess around their life because they know too much information. So it's like, kind of keep your family life private. One of the little
mm.
things that I want to go into 2024 following Beyonce's influence.
Yeah, that's so true. Especially, thinking that she's a mom and has all these kids and she's still doing all these amazing things. Definitely makes me just like respect her more. And I did see the kind of comments back and forth about Twitter about Beyonce as a rapper. And to be honest, Beyonce had bars. I peeped that from since like, you know, Destiny's Child with like Bills, Bills, Bills and all that. But even like Kitty Cat, that verse got diamonds on my thing, got diamonds on my record. Since 16, I'm coming down the rock. Like Beyonce been had bars, so I definitely think that she can do it all. And she literally has a rap Grammy for the Savage remix, and
Mm-hmm.
some people's faves do not have a Grammy. We're not gonna get into that. So you need to put some respect on her name.
Yes.
And yeah, she's definitely a shero. And I think for me, just go back to my athletic roots. I'll have to pick up Shakari Richardson this year. I think she had such
Yes.
a good comeback. I remember, when she had that big fall from grace over the whole, marijuana thing. And it's
Hmm.
like, she came back, she pushed, and she became, a champion in 100 meters. So I just like those stories of people, who are kind of underdogs or, who fall, but they get back up again. And that's what I want to embody, 2024, no matter how many times, you know, I have setbacks or, no matter what life throws at you, keep on pushing towards your goals and your dreams. And I think Shakari, like, embodies that because she had a very hard loss. I think um, she had lost family members and like,
Yeah, I think it was her
again,
mom. Hmm.
right? And then she had all the controversy and she came back a champion. So she's
Absolutely.
my favorite too.
And
Hmm.
she looked fabulous doing it.
Yeah.
She always has different hairstyles. I know she wore her natural hair. Like,
Hmm.
she's an inspiration for young girls and adult girls. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Mhm. Shout out to the track girlies.
Yes,
I
she
used to
did that.
run track in the day, and I love my track girlies. So those, I guess, are our heroes. So, Dream, what things are you working on? What words of wisdom you want to leave the people for the year? As we wind it down.
Well, let's see. 2023 was a crazy year. A lot happened. There was a lot of lessons that were learned, a lot of mistakes that people definitely have had, but hopefully we can learn from the mistakes that we've made going into 2024. My goal, honestly, is to be a little bit more selfish. In the sense
Hmm.
of like putting a little bit less effort into other people and my surroundings and put it more so into me. So starting 2024, I may be a little bit different, not in a bad way, but more so just like indulging a little bit more so in myself, spoiling myself a little bit more. But other than that, hopefully everyone can just keep good spirits going into this new year. If anyone's on any type of journey, whether it can be like a weight loss journey, it could be a spiritual journey, like January 1st is coming. Let's start then. We can all do it together. Keep me updated.
Amen.
Hmm.
I felt that. And I know that's right. Just like pouring back into yourself, reclaiming your time, all of that. I believe in it.
Yes.
And I hope, to partner with you because, I want to be on a health kick too. I remember we were talking about like doing like a buddy texting thing
Hmm.
too. So let's definitely do that. And then just, for anybody who's listening, we said it before when we talk about Shagari, but no matter what life throws at you, keep getting back up again, stay encouraged. I really do think that, 2024 it's a fresh start, it's another chance to go for your dreams, go for your goals. And life is definitely not easy, but your hair, I gotta take it from the color purple, you may be going through all kinds of things, but you here. So make the most of it and know that if nobody told you it, I'm glad you're here too. Let's do this
Oh,
thing called life
yes.
together. And yeah, let's
Let's
say
get to
goodbye to
that goal one step at a
2023.
time.
All right, one step at a time into
Hmm.
2024. So we will catch y'all later. Thank you so much for rocking with us.
Bye.
Bye and happy new year.